Ternyata dari tadi saya bicara, mute. Nggak ada lagi yang bilang. Capek saya. Saya ulang sampai 2 kali loh. Okay, let me explain about the rules before we start our grand final session today. We have 2 sessions in this grand final. The first one is presentation, and the second one is quiz. Yeah. For the presentation, I will show you 5 topics, number 1 to number 5, and then you have to choose one or to select one topic, and then I will reveal the topic. So the topic is covered with number, yeah. So it's invisible, and then I will reveal the topic, and then the jury will start reading the questions. And then you may start presenting after the jury finish reading the questions. And your time is 5 to 7 minutes. Yeah, your time is 5 to 7 minutes. In the second session, we have a quiz. We have 20 questions. We have 20 questions, same like we did in the previous round. Okay, but this one is you have to be quick and right. You have to be quick and right. If you get the question correct, you will get 10 points. But if you get it wrong, your points will be deducted 10 points. Is it clear? Okay, Isan? Isan, are you with us? Is it clear, Isan? Isan, I just complimented you. Did you hear me? Oh, God. Connection trouble. You're muted, Isan. Isan, unmute.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Test.
Okay,
Yes,
let's start. Okay, let's start. I will show you the topics. Okay, Aris will be the first participant.
Oh, not me.
Okay, Aris, on my screen, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and each number represent a topic. So what number will you choose?
I'll go with number 2, sir.
Number 2, okay. Here we go. It's about politics. Okay, please, Jury.
Okay. This is the topic. The corruption index in Indonesia always shows an increasing trend. Indonesia's Corruption Eradication Commission, or KPK, have to work very hard to hunt the corruptors. Shockingly, most of corruptors are politicians of big political parties. It seems like eradicating corruption is a never-ending process. If you were the commissioners of KPK, what would you do to reduce the corruption index in Indonesia?
Okay, Aris, you have 5 to 7 minutes.
All right. Well, let me begin by a quote. If a dream doesn't score you, it's not big enough. I quoted this from Richard Branson. So I'm going to start off by explaining you some backgrounds of this topic, and later I will be talking about how to eradicate the corruption in Indonesia, and especially how to decrease the corruption index in Indonesia. So first of all, let me begin by outlining some of the problem faced by Indonesia's government or the KPK in eradicating corruptions. So firstly, as we know that corruption has been recognized as an extraordinary crime, but in fact, many people and many law enforcers, many administrators do not actually treat this as an extraordinary crime. Secondly, I think many people say that corruption has been regarded as a culture in business. As we know that many people believe that if you want your business to run smoothly, you have to bribe some people or you have to do gratification. And thirdly, what makes it worse, I believe, is how corruption has become systemic. And it doesn't only involve private sectors or the governments, but now also involves the elites or the politicians and the lawmakers. So even now, we are facing a tragedy where the law enforcers also involved in a big corruption. So let's move to the point of where or what we have to do to deal with these problems. So as I mentioned earlier, that I think we have to once again acknowledge or approach this problem as an extraordinary crime. So I don't think it is only the job of the commissions to eradicate commissions. So I think we have to approach these problems as a nation. So that's why all parties should be involved. All stakeholders should be involved, not only the KPK or the commission, but also the people. And secondly, as we know that corruption now has been regarded as a culture. So there are several things to be done. I think because a lot of corruptions happens because of gratification, I think we should streamline our business systems or streamline our conduct in doing business. Either it is in the government sector or the private sector. So I believe in the government sector, they start to do what we call as debottlenecking or reformation in bureaucracy. So how to make bureaucracy becomes more efficient, effective, and transparent. And another thing that we should do too is in terms of good governance in private sector. So how to make sure that business player can also prevent themselves of involving in the act of gratification or graft and bribery that will lead them, into corruption cases. And thirdly, as I mentioned before, that corruption now has become a systemic issue or systemic problem, and this happens because it has been done by not only the grassroots but also the elites. So I think a commitment is needed, which is a commitment how to respect the democracy, as we know that all politicians are now elected under a democratic system. And I think one of the pillar of democracy is transparency. So I think it is important to encourage all politicians to commit on how to be as transparent as possible in doing their efforts in developing their region or the countries. And I think it is important also to improve our democracy or democratization by making sure that parties are independent, from what we call as, uh, one owner party, to how to make party, as transparent as possible and actually is funded by the people and by the government and not by an individual elite, which is why, many parties are now controlled by only one important figure because that doesn't actually the one that supports the party. So it will make it difficult to make a party or political party in Indonesia becoming independent or transparent because there will be a lot of conflict of interest and probably it will lead to the making of unfair regulation or untransparent policy. So the thirdly, I think, is the commitment from law enforcer, how to make sure that the legal system is actually transparent to not only the law enforcer, but also the trial system. So to summarize the points that we've looked at, I think it is important for all people in Indonesia to realize that corruption is our #1 enemy, because I think without eradicating or decreasing the corruption index, it is difficult for us to grow as a country, to move from a developing country to a developed nation. As we know that developed nation like United States or the UK or Singapore, Korea have managed to put themselves ahead of us. So they have successfully made their countries in a very good position in the corruption index. That's what made investors coming to the country, because the investors believe, with the system or the transparency system built in the country. And secondly, we have to commit and to educate the people that corruption will hurt everyone. So it's not only a law enforcer's issue, but also everybody's responsibility, stakeholders involving university, involving the students, the young people. And I think it's important for universities to educate the people or the students of how they can have the high awareness of the importance of eradicating corruption. And lastly, I believe that it is important to improve our democratization. As I say earlier, that it is important to have a more transparent political parties, to have a more independent political parties, and to have a better and more well-educated voters so they can actually elect the best leaders, which is according to their hopes and which can actually solve the corruption problems. Thank you very much.
Unmute Pak Darman, unmute Pak
Darman.
Sorry, the time was 9 minutes and 6 seconds. So it exceeded the time. But thank you, Aris Abdillah. Okay, now it's time for Lutfia. Okay, Lutfia, we have 4 number left here: 1, 3, 4, and 5. What number will you go?
I'll go with 4.
Okay, number 4. So the topic is sports. Okay, please, Jiri.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me well? Okay, I'm going to read the questions. Working out or doing sport is very beneficial to keep us fit and healthy. However, most of Indonesians are not aware of the importance of sport. As a result, Indonesia became one of the countries with the highest obesity rate. It also causes many health issues such as diabetes, heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure, and so on. If you were the minister of sport, what would you do to boost the people awareness on the importance of working out or doing sport?
Oh,
Okay, Lutfia, Nofitriani, you have 5 to 7 minutes. Go.
Thank you for the question. Uh, oh, I really don't know this. If I'm minister of oh, I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. If I become a minister of I will sorry.
Just take a second to keep a breath.
I can't think anything right now.
But you have to try. Come on. Lutfia.
On.
Mr. Ibrahim. No, maybe we give. Mr. Ibrahim, could you please read one more time for the question?
Okay, Lutfia, take a deep breath. I'm going to read it one more. Okay. Working out or doing sport is very beneficial to keep us fit and healthy. However, most of Indonesians are not aware of the importance of sport. As a result, Indonesia become one of the countries with the highest obesity rate. It also causes many health issues such as diabetes, heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure, and so on. If you were the Minister of Sports, what would you do to boost the people awareness on the importance of working out or doing sports? Is that clear?
Can you please repeat the question, sir?
Okay, right. Okay,
Relax.
one more, yeah?
I'm sorry.
Relax, take a deep breath. Working out or doing sport is very beneficial to keep us fit and healthy. However, most of Indonesians are not aware of the importance of sports. As a result, Indonesia became one of the countries with highest obesity rates. It also causes many health issues such as diabetes, heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure, and so on. If you were the Minister of Sports, what would you do to boost the people awareness on the importance of working out or doing sports? Okay.
What would I do if I'm Minister of Health? To encourage people to do sport. Maybe
Lutfia, come on.
Don't be nervous, Lutfia.
I can think anything.
No, you have 7 minutes.
Oh,
You can say
Come on,
anything.
Lutfia. Just say it. What you
Come
think?
on. Woo!
You can mention all the sportsmen that you know. Ronaldo. It's
You
all
can
about
mention.
sports.
yeah, but
Mention all the games that you know in sports. Badminton, football, anything.
I don't have any knowledge about the sports.
But you have to. Come on. Sports, 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 sports. We are talking about sport.
You have 2 minutes to go.
It's okay.
I will help me figure out what I do. I'm sorry.
It's
1 minute.
okay. Good job, Lutfia. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I can't think anything. It just stuck in my mouth.
It's okay. This is a process. Enjoy the process. Mhm.
30 seconds.
Can I just give up? Oh my god.
Never say give up. Just try it.
But I really don't have anything to say because I really don't have any knowledge about this field.
Just mention it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Lutfia, thank you. Time is up. That's fine.
It's okay.
Okay, we're waiting for Isan. Should we wait
Yeah.
for 2 minutes or why? Or what?
5 minutes
What do you
maybe,
think?
sir.
5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, we have a break for 5 minutes while waiting for the third participants. And then for the juries, please sending me the scores that you have filled out on the form so I can calculate the average scores for the participants.
Kakak.
This
Iksan gak ada informasi.
Aduh, sayang banget ya, Mbak.
Lost
Kemana dia ndak? Ya, nggak bisa dihubungi ya?
koneksinya kayaknya. The connection. Connect. No, nggak ada. So, the next participant, Mr. Ibrahim.
Okay, we start again. I think Ihsan is not available because of the internet trouble. So we need to move on to the second session of the grand final round, which is quiz. But before that, I would like to announce the scores of the first round. Aris Abdillah with the average score 82.5. Okay, and then Lutfia Nur Fitriani with 18 points. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, the fastest participant will get a chance to answer the question. But remember, if you get it right, you will get 10 points. But if you get it wrong, your points will be deducted 10 points. Okay. Aris, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 1. Because sound comes in waves, comma, the higher the frequency is, comma, blah, 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 blah. A, the pitch is higher. B, the pitch is the higher. C, the higher pitch it is. D, the higher the pitch will be.
D, the higher the pitch will be.
Sorry, you have to raise hand.
Oh.
Okay, Aris?
D, the higher the pitch will be.
Correct, 10 points. Okay, next. Number 2. In America, the Kentucky Derby, blah, 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 in May in Louisville, Kentucky. A, conducted. B, were conducted. C, is conducted. D, has conducted. Anybody? No? 1, 2, 3,
Putus-putus,
4,
Pak.
5. Okay, no chance. Okay, next. The greenhouse effect occurs, blah, 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 heat from the sun is trapped under the earth's surface. A, although. B, when. C, during. D, whereas. Aris?
B, when.
Correct. Okay. Next, number 4. Next to water, blah, 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 the most important substance in the body. A, protein. B, protein is. C, it is protein. D, the protein is. Anybody? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Next, nobody. Number 5. Anita is in Hong Kong now, but I wish she blah, blah, blah here in Jakarta. A, was. B, were. C, is. D, will be. Lutfia?
A was.
Sorry, but it's incorrect. It's supposed to be were. Subjunctive, Lutfia. Next. Number 6. Aristotle, the greatest philosopher, blah, 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 the famous cultural city in Greece. A, live in Athens. B, lived in Athens. C, living in Athens. D, of living in Athens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, disqualified. Okay, number 7. Each of the blah, 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 special attention from the teacher. A, student gets. B, students gets. C, student get. D, students get. Aris?
A.
A, student gets. Sorry, it's wrong. It's supposed to be B, students gets. Each of the students gets. Okay, the point will be deducted. Okay. Next. Number 8. If a house buyer is bankrupt, comma, blah, 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 can give the house back to the developer. A, they. B, it. C, he. D, we. Lutfia?
A, they.
A, they. Sorry, incorrect. It's supposed to be C. Okay, next. It is not easy to distinguish blah, 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 paintings and photos. A, either. B, neither. C, between. D, not only. One, two, three. Okay, Haris?
You see between.
Correct. Next, number 10. Not many people know that tears, blah, 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 our tension naturally. A, relieve. B, relieves. C, relieving. D, to relieve. Aris?
A, relieve.
Correct. Next, number 11. We are not sure if Susan can blah, blah, blah her job well. A, carries out. B, carried out. C, carry out. D, carrying out. Lutfia?
C, carry out.
Pardon, B or D or C?
C, carry out.
Correct. Okay, next, number 12. Indonesia have 5 big islands, comma, and blah, 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 13,667 islands are scattered from Sabang to Merauke. A, near. B, nearby. C, nearly. D, nearing. One. Okay, Lutfia.
Yeah. C, nearly.
Correct. Next, number 13. Blah, blah, blah locomotive used for passengers in America was used in New York. A, first. B, a first. C, the first. D, firstly.
What's the difference?
One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay. Supposed to be the first. Okay, next, number 14. Never blah, blah, blah here every day. A, he comes. B, do he comes. C, does he come. D, he is coming. Aris?
C.
C, does he come? Correct. Number 15. Bigamy is a situation in which a man, blah, 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 2 women at the same time. A, be married. B, be married with. C, is married with. D, is married to. One, two, three, 4, 5. Nobody. Supposed to be is married to. Do not hesitate, guys. Number
next.
16. Traditional dancers, comma, blah, 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 actresses, comma, must practice dancing every day. A, the same. B, alike. C, like. D, two. Aris?
C, like.
Of course. Okay, 10 points. Cheer up, cheer up.
Ada. Lutfia, come on.
Number 17. George Washington, comma, blah, 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 comma, is famous all around the world. A, who first American president? B, the first American president? C, the American president of the first? D, which is the first American president?
Ayo.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Disqualified, everyone.
Come on.
It's supposed to be the first American president. B. Okay, number 18. My sister is blah, 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 clever that she gets straight A in her faculty. A, very. B, so. C, to. D, such. 1. Okay, Lutfia.
A, very.
Sorry. It's supposed to be B, so. Okay, next, number 19.
19.
The Disney amusement park in Florida is blah, 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 Japan. A, the largest of the one. B, the largest one in. C, larger than in. D, larger than the one in. Latvia?
D,
Larger than the one in. That's correct. Okay. Last question. My mother not only gave me education, I repeat, my mother not only gave me education, blah, 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 taught me that we had to be patient in life. A, also. B, but also. C, and. D, or.
It's so easy.
1. Okay, Latvia.
Mas Aris diem.
B,
Okay.
but also.
B, but also. Okay, correct.
Mas Aris nggak tahu.
Okay. That's the end of the second session and also the end of the grand final round. So Aris Abdillah with 132.5 points and Lutfia Nur Fitriani with 28 points. Ihsan, no points.
Otomatis juara 3 ya, Pak.
Yeah. So automatically, the first winner of our English Olympics of 2020 is Aris Abdillah. Applause, everyone. Congratulations. On the second place, we have Lutfia Nur Fitriani.
Congratulations. Good job.
And then on the third place, without photos,
Ihsan.
yeah, without video here. Yeah, Ihsan Maulana Shahla.
Maulana.
Okay, congratulations to all winners. And
Thank
then
you.
you will be contacted by the committee for the prize.
Don't forget, I'm sorry, Mr. D.
Yeah,
Don't forget the best speaker.
I
Best
know.
speaker, best speaker.
I would like to invite the head of English department, Bu Rani
yes.
Puspita, to announce the best speaker.
Right.
Mr. Sudarman.
Thank you so much. Oh my God! Finally, I can get something.
Iya ya
You got
Kak.
this one.
Ditunggu-tunggu.
Ding, 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 ding,
Bu Rani?
ding, ding, ding.
Jadi siapa nih?
Aku tegang,
You
jangan-jangan aku.
decide. You decide. Ding, ding, ding.
Bu Rani?
Mr. Rani.
Sepertinya tadi di skrip bukan kayak gini deh.
Dapat rumah Barbie. Hore.
No, I have sent the scores, right?
Ya.
I have sent the scores on the WhatsApp group. You just need
Yes.
to.
Iya.
Yeah. So the best speaker will be.
Saya kah yang bilang? Oke.
Oh,
Aris Abdillah.
Aris Abdillah. Okay, congratulations, Aris.
Congratulations. Mana nih? Hore.
and also Lutfia, yeah, you did a great job.
Latvia,
You
it's a
eliminate
good trial.
many
It's the
students.
first time for you.
Yes.
Yeah, keep improving.
Sayangnya Mr. Aris nggak tahu pertanyaan terakhirnya. Saya kecewa nih. Oke.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much for.
Thank you.
I would like to thank you all the participants who have been participated in this event, and please join us again next year on the English Olympics 2021. Okay, maybe we hope that we are going to have a new winner next year.
I mean,
It means that Chris, you cannot join anymore.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you participants. Thank you all the
Congratulations
journalists.
to both of
Thank
you.
you all the coming.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam
No
warahmatullahi
taking picture.
ah,
Oh yeah.
come on, Mr. Aris
I
sudah.
contact him again, maybe for,
Yeah,
for
come on. You're waiting for
on the
him
enter and taking picture and leave.
and taking picture and leave.
Because this is the program, taking picture,
Yes,
not the other.
we have to. We have to take a picture. But actually, it's in YouTube. Ada di
Yes.
YouTube juga kan, jadi.
Lutfia, where are you from, Lutfia?
from Samboja, sir.
Oh, Samboja.
Samboja.
Konita berarti ya.
Beda angkatan kayaknya nih. Nang Konita enggak?
Nama lengkapnya full name?
Konita
Konita
Idris.
Tamara Idrus. Idrus.
She was one of my
Senior.
friends. Yeah, I know her.
Oh.
Saya tahu.
And do you know her?
Yes, kita pernah satu sekolah.
And what about Miss Husnul Khatimah?
Oh,
Do you know her?
The most popular person in MKT.
Oh, thank you very much.
The most active teacher maybe.
Thank you very much. Mr. Baim.
We're still waiting for Aris.
Yang punya Riyad.
Tadi saya
Mr.
mau
Sudarman, congratulations, the best speaker for the second English Olympics PBI 2020. Wow.
Bainul,
Yes.
can you imagine if Aris call you mommy?
Oh no, I don't. I couldn't. By the way, ini masih still running loh di YouTube.
Yeah, we're
Right.
still
Yeah.
live on YouTube.
I'm sorry.